Welcome to another video.
Well, hey there guys, and welcome to San Diego. I'm currently in Oceanside. I'm staying with a subscriber who I'm going to introduce to you in a short while. But today's topic is all about parachute kids and the effect they're having on the market here, the housing market and property market. But I guess I have to tell you what a parachute kid is first. Now, a parachute kid means any kind of student who comes to study and live in America. You know, usually rich parents in China will send their daughter or their son here to study, but they don't accompany them. They just send them with lots of money and give them a monthly amount of money to kind of survive and live. And they come and stay here by themselves without any sort of parental direction. So they tend to get into a lot of trouble. There have been a bunch of them that have gotten into trouble with the law. And of course, because they've got so much money, some of them go kind of crazy and buy Ferraris and all sorts of weird things. But of course, that's not all of them. A lot of them do come here and they study really well and they do their thing. And as a result, usually the areas that they move into, the schools, the standard of education tends to rise. Because in order to cater for the Chinese sort of study culture, the schools here try to up their game a little bit. And of course, the Chinese people will go and invest in an area where there is a good school in the beginning. So it becomes, as a result, a very sort of desirable area to move because the education in that area is better. But, of course, there are other reasons why the housing prices rise up, and I'm actually going to introduce my friend and subscriber. Please come on over. So, how about an introduction?
My name is Gary Chung. I'm also Chinese, but I'm born and raised here in America, so I have a little bit of both worlds. And so I've lived in Southern California all my life and have a good feel for what's going on, what you just talked about.
Yeah, so maybe you can tell people why the housing prices rise so much.
Well, the primary reason, of course, is California, so prices will rise on their own, whether the Chinese are there or not. But they have a unique effect is that the Chinese the culture is education. And so because it's education, wherever they go and migrate to, those communities are forced by the parents, because they participate in the school system, to raise their standard of education. They expect a lot more from the teachers. They'll spend money on a Saturday outside of school for more education. Mm-hmm. So what happens is that those school systems become higher level than the average, much higher, and people want their kids, if raising a family, to be in a community where the school district is very, very good. And so because of that, for example, we had a crisis in 2008, 2009, the mortgage crisis.
Yeah.
There's a lot of communities and houses that dropped 50% in value, 30% in value. But those communities in LA, in Irvine, like Monterey Park, Alhambra, in Orange County, there's Irvine. Those are primarily Chinese and Asian communities. Those real estate prices hardly dropped at all, and now they've come back very strong in this recovery. So,
cool.
It's a smart investment to invest in those areas where the Asian and the Chinese in particular are moving to.
Yeah, because it's going to keep going up.
That's right.
Also, they tend to pay cash when they buy houses as well. So
that's right, and that makes it hard for Americans. They typically get a loan. They'll put a 20% down payment and get a loan. But if I'm selling my house in that community and a Chinese person has a cash offer that can close in 30 days, but instead I got to wait for somebody else that's about the same price, but they got to get a loan, and I've got to wait twice as long to get it, and you may not qualify for it, I'm going to take the cash deal every time. And so there's a tipping of the balance towards a Chinese investor and homeowner. Hey, I'm going to take that deal right away because this is a for sure thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gary, very much for spreading some light on the situation.
Yeah.
Guys, tonight I'm having my subscriber meetup at Gary's house. He's got a lovely big place. If you want to come, please go to my Facebook page and leave me a private message. I don't want to splash his address all over the internet, so if you're really serious and want to come, just go leave a message and I'll send you the address. Had a fantastic meetup in Phoenix. That was absolutely amazing. I wish you could have been there. It was amazing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. As always, stay tuned for more adventures and more. This trip across America is going to be pretty amazing. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's so good to see all the diversity and all the different places. You live in a beautiful city. It's really amazing.
I'd go with you, but you have no room in your car.
Yeah, it's too small. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, guys, you know the drill. Until next time, stay awesome.